In Victoria's high country, baby boomers like Murray and his wife are enjoying their ski holiday.
I'm 65 and Catherine's 62. And I want to ski until I'm 80, 85.
What they can't escape is the growing generational slide in living standards and spending.
The older people have the money to spend and the younger people are finding it a bit tough.
And I would say that a lot of the younger people are trading on their parents for a lot longer than we traded on ours.
Boomers, born between 1946 and 1964, are more likely to have paid off their homes, putting them in a good financial position, while inflation, rising rents and interest rate-fuelled mortgage repayments have put younger generations under considerable pressure.
It's just so hard for them with mortgages, and
the numbers that they've got now compared to when we had our mortgages, it's just astronomical.
Data from the anonymised accounts of 7 million Commonwealth Bank customers reveal the spending of people aged below 59 has either fallen or risen by less than inflation. But those aged 60 and above are splashing out more than what prices have increased by.
Generally, younger people have less financial savings, less buffers, less resilience. The vast proportion of household debt, particularly in the form of mortgages, is across the 35 to 44-year-old age group. And so they're bearing the effects of monetary policy and the cash rate. But quite clearly and simply, even those that do not have debt, you can see the impact of inflation.
Back on the mountain, it's busy at Paddy Hoy's ski store. He sees the gap when it's time for families to settle the bill.
We have grandparents coming and they're throwing their credit cards across our counter, whereas in the past it was generally more spread out throughout the family.
We know that monetary policy is a blunt instrument and the impact is being felt unevenly across society. But with higher interest rates seemingly here to stay, that disparity is only going to get wider.
Yeah, the wealth effect is very obvious in terms of people who, have equity in their homes and very little mortgage. They're here, and unfortunately they're a small proportion of the people that are here, and they seem very comfortable. They seem to be propping up the market to some extent.
Economist Nicki Hutley says the picture is complex.
The increase in spending is larger for boomers than it is for young people, but as a total amount, it's less than it is for those in their middle ages. So you can't blame the boomers, as so many people like to do, for perhaps demand running a little bit hotter than the Reserve Bank would like. It's just tough to be young, and it always has been.
The Reserve Bank backs that up. In an internal note, it says low wage growth for young people and greater assets for older people mean the pain of income shocks like the past 2 years are felt unevenly.
The younger people who are struggling with the cost of living, their mortgages, etc., they're definitely tightening their belts very substantially, and we're seeing a lot of that.
For people with assets, superannuation and bank deposits, rising interest rates have sent more money their way.
You saying you caused inflation?
Well, sometimes spending money, yeah. Because if you got money, you spend it, so yeah, that doesn't help inflation.
As the generational divide deepens.